Hello there guys, this is Drathgore here, and we're here with our first C++ tutorial. This tutorial series is not only for your education in C++, but also for mine, because I am currently learning it right now. And this is really just to get both you to understand it, and so that I could kind of get it more cemented down in my brain. So first, you're going to have to start up your IDE, which is Integrated Development Environment. I'm using Microsoft Visual C++ 2010 Express. It's the free version. You can get off the Microsoft website. Just Google it, and you'll probably find it. So first thing you got to do when you make a new project. Well, actually, okay. So what we're going to do here is we are going to make a simple project, and the first thing we will do is going to be making a hello world script, which is obviously, if you have ever look at any of our programming tutorials of any of our kind at all, most of the time the people start with hello world, and that's basically the easiest thing you could possibly do in any scripting language. That sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not, but either way, it's a good starting point. So we go new project. I'm going to select empty project, and I'm going to name it hello world. Hello world. Okay. So now we have our hello world, and there's nothing in here. So we're going to right click on source files, add new item, C++ file, CPP file, whatever you want to call it. Enter name, main. We're going to call this main just for convenience sake. You don't have to call it main, you can call it whatever you want, but we're going to use main. So I'm going to write out the script for you, and then I'm going to tell you what it does. And in later tutorials, I'm going to give you more things on how to use tools for how you can use for what each thing actually does. And we're going to tell you how you can make your own scripts for whatever you want to do. So right now we're going to teach you how to do the hello world script. That's the first thing you start with. So you start with menu include stream include windows.h and using namespace std. Okay, so these declare what libraries you're using. We're going to use IOStream, Windows H, and this std thing here, the namespace, is going to make it just a lot more convenient for us to write our code for what we're currently doing. I'll explain more about these three things later. So, go down, we're going to initialize our main variable. So, int main. Okay, so when you're coding, I like to think of it like when you put things into folders on your computer. Like, say main is your big giant computer file, and then you have another file inside that, and another file inside that, and you can see which files are inside of what by looking at this. You click on this thing, and you can kind of see the two brackets are highlighted. So this show anything that is inside these two brackets is inside main. So if we call main, we call anything that's inside of these two brackets. If main is not there, then you cannot have main. If main is true, then you can use it. If main is false, then you cannot use anything inside of here. So just kind of think of that in that kind of mindset, and think of that kind of linear pattern, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. The first thing we're going to do is we type in cout. Going to have the less than signs, two parentheses, and a colon, and a semicolon. Semicolon ends your statement. You have to have it at the end of everything except for the main thing and these two up here. And after a while, you kind of get a feel for what needs a semicolon and what doesn't. So inside here, these two parentheses will initialize what you actually want to say. So right now, we're going to say, hello world. So cout is for when the console is talking out to you. We're making a basic console application, which is just blank screen saying hello world. That's it. That's all it's gonna do. So F7 to build it, or you go to project, no, build solution, debug build solution. I always press F7. So I kind of forgot what button it actually was. Hopefully it should say succeeded if you did it right, and F5 to launch it. It opens up and it closes. It does this because when you launch something, it'll go from the top left to the bottom right, or top to bottom, like you're reading a book. It calls the main because that's the first thing. Inside the main, it'll call this. After that, it'll terminate because it has nothing else to do. So, to make it so that it doesn't terminate, we're going to do system pause. This is not case sensitive, I believe. You could type in pause. Some people like to do it in all caps. I prefer just to do it for that because it doesn't make a difference and it's faster. So system pause. So it's going to say hello world and then it's going to pause. And it's going to wait for us to press any key because we have not specified what key we want it to press. We could also say system pause and we might be able to do something in here. Have a new variable. I don't think you can do that for a system function, so whatever. Yeah. So it's going to say hello world, then pause and wait for us to do something. I'm going to launch this. It says hello world, press any key to continue. Press any key and it quits. Congratulations, you've made your first basic console application with C++. Now, to make it just a bit more organized, here's one thing that I like to do. \n, and that will start a new line. After it says hello world, the \n will not be shown inside what you will see. It's just inside the parentheses for the sake of ending the line. So F5, we're going to launch this. This hello world starts a new line, and then we can press any key to continue. Doing this is the same thing almost as simply pressing end L and doing that. Why would I need to build two different things for ending a line? I'll show you later on in the different tutorial. In fact, the tutorial that I think we will be doing next. Or soon. So anyway, this was your first application made in C++. I hope this helped. And get ready for a new tutorial coming soon, hopefully. And yes. So, hello world, press any key to continue. And it'll quit. So, congratulations, you've made your first console application. I will see you in the next tutorial. I've got to quit out of this thing now.